Students who come from oral cultures benefit from oral graphic organizers. By turning the graphic organizer into a song or chant, these students have a better chance of memorizing the steps they need to take to be successful. By adding hand motions, the organizer becomes more memorable for students who learn better through more kinesthetic approaches. One of the things that I noticed was that my students were really struggling with writing in my classroom, especially formulaic writing like essay writing and expository writing. I also noticed that my students from underserved populations were struggling more than the other students in organizing their writing as well as even utilizing a graphic organizer. One strategy I used in my classroom was to take the graphic organizer and turn it into a chant. I saw that students had a much easier time memorizing the steps of the graphic organizer when I put it to a chant format with hand motion. Now when my students write essays, they go through the steps of the chant and they actually have that graphic organizer in their brain. When we're practicing to write the essays, instead of writing down all of our ideas on the graphic organizer, my students instead chant their essays out to help them organize their thoughts using the words from the chant. After we practice a chant as a class about a particular topic or question, then students will practice the chants individually in their groups and then later go and write their essay. Students who choose to write down some of their ideas on the graphic organizer still have that option. However, I find that their writing fluency is much stronger after they've had an opportunity to say or vocalize some of their ideas in a structured format. Here's an example of one of the chants that I use when my students are writing literary responses to questions that ask them about a story that they've read.
Question. I think there are many reasons why. In the story, that means. In the story, that means. In conclusion.
Here's an example of how my students might practice organizing an essay using the chant before actually getting started writing their essay. In this example, students practiced the words for an essay as part of the direct instruction as they modeled the essay chant for other students to help them brainstorm ideas for their writing as well as to show them how they can use the chant to organize their writing.
How does Gabriel King change from the beginning to the end of the story?
I think he became brave.
There's many reasons more.
In the story, Gabriel King jumps off the rope swing, even though that there are a bunch of 6th graders. That means that he's becoming more brave.
In the story, Gabriel King conquers one of his fears, that was spiders, by having a pet spider called Jimmy.
That means he became more brave.
In conclusion, Gabriel became more courageous and assertive throughout by conquering his fears.